Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to G3, our Georgia Girl Griddling. Today we're going to do a roast quesadilla with some au jus. And we're going to make that on the Blackstone. So if you think you might like that, subscribe, click the bell, because we're going to have this type videos on our page. We're going to do things that maybe everybody's not doing. I'll probably do a lot of the common ones too, but I definitely want to show the ones that not everybody else is doing. Also, if you watch my first video, thank you. I appreciate it for you hanging in there for 50 minutes. And I promise, I'm not going to make them that long. I'm not do some of the prep that I think maybe something you don't see or whatever, or just a little bit of the prep and then on more to the cook, because that's what you guys want to see, I think. If not, comment in the section below and let me know would you like to see some of the prep? Are there specific types of prep you like to see or would like to learn more about? Also, if you'd like to watch more of the cook on the griddle. So today I'm going to show you just a little bit before we get started out, because this is where I've started. I started in the kitchen with my crock pot, because for a roast quesadilla you have to have a phenomenal roast beef. So I'm going to show you my roast that's cooking, and we're going to actually, I think you guys can see down in there, got it on high right now, and boy, I wish that you could smell what I smell. And just to tell you a little more about what ingredients I used in the roast, I used Blackstone's steak seasoning. I used garlic, onion powder, both for powder, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and that was it. I'll make a little bit of the gravy or the au jus out of the stock that what this cooked in. So I'll do the prep on this, and once I'm back out at the griddle, I'll bring you guys back, okay? And then we'll take a look at it then. And actually, I'll rewarm the meat up there and melt the cheeses and all that good stuff, and then put it in the quesadilla, okay? So see you soon. Hello, welcome back. We're going to now start making the roux. This is 2 big tablespoons of flour. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. That's what it calls for. Let's see. Then we have to melt, or if you have the beef droppings. And for mine, I had the beef droppings, but I used it for a roast, and I'm kind of going to mix it in with the roast as I cook it. So with this, I'm just going to put the stick of butter in there and let it melt with the flour, and then we'll mix that around good. And then we'll be back in just a minute to add the rest of the ingredients, but we'll give this time to melt, okay? Be right back. Welcome back. We've got the butter mixed, and I've got the flour mixed in thoroughly, smooth. You want to get it smooth. Then I added about a teaspoon, teaspoon of the beef broth base that you can get at your grocery store. And so now it kind of looks like that. It's brown. So we're fixing to add the next ingredient. So that will be a half a cup of beef stock. So beef stock, we're going to add a half a cup to this. And I'm going to change over to my whisk now that I've got that all mixed up so that I can mix it up better. So remove that, come out to my whisk. And then I'll mix this just a little bit. And you want to mix it really good. Stir it up really good and let it get really mixed, for 30 seconds or so. And then you're going to add another 1.5 cups of beef stock and 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. So what I did was I put the Worcestershire sauce in this 2.5 cups. So it's 2.5, or sorry, a cup and a half. A cup and a half of beef broth and the Worcestershire mixed in this that I'm now going to pour into this mixture. That's now getting a little thick due to the flour in it. So we kind of want to do this slow because this will determine how much of that we're going to need. And I've got the big goofy glove on because this will get really hot. So that's and I'm going to go ahead and let this keep coming to a boil. And I'm going to start the meat, the roast. Put it on the grill and get it warm. And this is the roast. I chopped it up so it's smaller bites in the quesadilla instead of the bigger sliced. I've also got it mixed in some of the gravy so that it'll end up being moist. And I'm going to put that on the grill here in just a minute. I got to get a little oil put down just to make sure nothing sticks. And then I'll put this on the grill to start warming. Alright, what you hear sizzling is the grease and the gravy. You get a little bit of salt and add some salt. I added the seasoning to the roast last night, but I didn't have quite enough salt on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some on it now. Turn this on too. I don't have it on, but I want to turn it on because I kind of got everything sitting on low. I want to take it to like low medium. I just don't want to dry out the meat. So this is getting thick now. So I'm going to pour some more. Now I'm down to about 1 cup left, so I've got about a half a cup more that I've added in there. So now I've got about a total of 2 cups. And I'll let it keep heating up. All right. I'm going to let this go for a few minutes to let this heat up and start getting warm. And I'll continue to pour the broth in to get this thick. And I'll show you what this looks like when I finish it. And when I get ready to build the quesadillas and put them on, I'll come back. So just a few minutes. All right, everybody. We're getting ready to do the tortillas. I do just one, and I'm going to flip it for each. So I'm going to be doing 2. Butter has a high burn point to it. So rather than just putting the butter down by itself, which would cause it to burn faster, which would make the quesadillas a lot browner than we might want to see them, I'm going to put just a little bit of oil down, not much, just a little, because then I'm going to spread it around. And then I'm going to do the butter in it. And I don't have things real hot. I'm going kind of low and slow, so we'll do that this way. And then we'll get the other one on here. And this side is not very hot. So I may actually go ahead and turn this burner on. And make sure I've got all 4 of them on. And they do. Okay. I'm going to cut that down to low. We should be good with the butter. Now what I'm going to do is give this another toss. And it's heated up, and I'm going to show you the au jus and kind of what it looks like. And I'm going to get ready to put some of the meat mixture. And then we'll add some cheese to that as well. So, I've got to take a walk of shame because I forgot the cheese. So give me just one moment, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now that I got the cheese, so we'll stir this up just a little bit. I almost should have gotten a little bit bigger pan, pot, boiler. What do you call it? I actually call it a boiler. My wife says that's not correct. So what should I call it? Boiler, pot, pan, skillet? All right. We like cheese, so I'm going to load these things up on cheese. All right. And then I've got my bacon press, which is huge. I'm going to flip these over, and then I'm going to put the press on top of it. Give me just a moment. Get this cleaned off. And when you have a griddle, go ahead and know you're going to use a lot of paper towels. They'll be your best friend. I just gave my son for his birthday one, and I told him that we would go to Sam's and we would buy him paper towels because that's what he was going to need. So let's see. Flip this over here. It's starting to brown just a little bit. I'm going to turn them kind of back to back now so that we can get them good and crispy. Pull it over just a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to put that down on there. Okay, now let's show you what the au jus is looking like. I may have to get the camera and kind of bring you to the au jus. I'm going to go ahead and cut that side off. Can you see that down in there good? I think you can. So it's a little thick consistency, but not thick like gravy. Because this is what we'll dip the quesadillas in, like you would a beef au jus sandwich. So that's got it going. Quesadillas are over here far, so you may not be able to see them. Let me move the camera and see if I can help the view. Now, there you go. I've cut that one side off now. I'll probably go ahead and cut this one off if we don't need it. Most of everything we did was on a low, medium, low completely or low medium setting. Let's check these real quick. See how they look. A lot of times I'll try to put that, this looks good. Time to flip. Let's check the other one. Yep, perfect. Look great. Perfect. All right, now we'll do this. And that's all we've got left. Give us just a few more minutes to brown these up, and when we get it plated up, I'll let you see the finished product. Just a moment. And now we're back, and this is the finished product. 2 quesadillas, we'll cut them. And then this is the au jus she's pouring up for us. We're going to share the bowl of that. All right. Then I'll get you a picture and put on here, and then I'll come back with a final remarks to tell you what it's all about, how good it is, or whether I think it's worth your while. And guys, that was great. That was really, really good. I dried out some of the gravy just so it wouldn't be too moist going in the quesadilla, so that was perfect. I also put a little butter down, as you saw, for the quesadilla, and you could taste the butter in the quesadilla, and it had such a perfect crunch. And the au jus, it was It was wonderful. It was very, very good. It rivaled the gravy for the roast beef. So it was that good. I would definitely try this. It's really easy. It's really simple, especially if you cook the roast one night and eat like roast and potatoes and stuff, whatever you want to fix with it. And then on the next night, use the leftovers for this kind of quesadilla. It was definitely well worth it. So if you guys have any questions about the recipe or what's in it, I'm going to put that in the comments below or the description below. So if you would please like and subscribe to my channel, then I'll be producing more videos similar to this, similar to the first one. I'm going to kind of do like this one is and be much shorter. My goal is under 30 minutes. I think this one should make it in under 30 minutes where you can see everything and learn how to do it. And if there's anything in there that does take a large amount of skill, that I do that. Otherwise, just kind of show you a little bit of everything and more of the cook. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.